Hello and welcome to Shape of Dreams. This is a action roguelike that my friend SS Gaming actually put me onto, and then in one night I played it for 8 hours. It is a pretty cool game, and it actually has a lot of things going on for it. One of the big inspirations for this game is from MOBAs like League of Legends, and if you play with mouse and keyboard, the controls will be very familiar to you because of that. However, there's also some really nice things going on in this game. Ignore that right there. I was playing with one of the newer characters. We're not gonna play with her because she's a little bit more advanced. We're gonna play with Mist. Mist is a melee character in this game, and she has some abilities to parry and dodge around. And we're normally playing on Ominous Dream difficulty whenever I play, but for the sake of showing this video off for YouTube, we're going to play on basically the normal difficulty because this game is hard. It is insanely hard, and I want to be able to show you guys more than the first level. Because if I play even slightly badly, I will get absolutely murdered on like the first or second level, and I absolutely love that about this game. One thing I will say right away is there is meta progression. I haven't really bought any of it, but I'm told that it's useful, and there is character specific meta progression as well for people who like that kind of stuff. So what is this game? Well, it is kind of a, I would say traditional action roguelike, right? So you have, resources that you get in each area. You have a little map here that you go through, but the map is a little bit different than usual. In a normal roguelike, this would just be one way. In this one, you can kind of go wherever you want, and there is, in fact, some things hunting you, right? And as they hunt, they make the areas harder, but there's actually no reason why you can't go to the regions that are being hunted. We do have a full action system. I'm using a controller, so you'll see these little red markers show up on enemies, and that's who I'm currently highlighting. And as a quick rundown of her starting abilities here, Mist does have, there's kind of different loadouts. Think like Risk of Rain kind of thing, where there's 2 different abilities for each slot. But her starting thing is that she can dash to something and kind of teleport to it. And if I kill it while teleporting to it like this, I will actually get healed, which is a big deal. And then my ultimate, which is the only other ability I start with, is a parry. I currently have a ability that allows me parry in every direction, but normally it's just a normal parry. And then our 2 empty slots in the middle are for abilities we did in the run. Like, for example, Dark Spear. So we can go ahead and see that we have now a common memory, Dark Spear. Pierce enemies in front, dealing 128 dark damage, triggering attack effects and pulling them towards the center. So attack effects are, like, for example, every character has a passive. My attack effects only really happen for the first 3 attacks, so Dark Spear isn't as good for us as they are for other characters. Like, for example, there's a character that has regen on attack. I think there's actually multiple characters that have regen on attack. But Dark Spear is still a nice little skill. You kind of just do like a nice little spear thing real quick. At the end of each region, you're going to get a little bit of currency. There's 2 currencies in the game right now that matter during the run, and then there's the meta currency, of course. There is Diamond Dust, which lets you upgrade your abilities, and then there is Gold, which allows you to buy stuff whenever you get to shops. And for the record, as the final little addition of my character here is that whenever I do get a parry off, which I'll start doing more often once we get past the spiders here. They're not worth parrying, to be honest. You do actually stun everything in front of you, which now that I have omnidirectional parry, it's actually kind of awkward to figure out what front means anymore. And we're just kind of, this is a weird map. I don't normally see such a big gap here. I think we'll go north. We're just trying to kind of wander around the map. We're not going to do every node because I have tested doing every node and it doesn't seem super valuable. We actually just found an event here, Burning Forest. Everything's on fire, and if enemies get near us, they also catch us on fire. But, ooh, we also just got a thing. We'll talk about that in a second. Those are kind of rare. Well, rare-ish, I'll say. This game actually also has a bunch of secrets, which is really wild because I don't know if I mentioned this part yet. I don't think I did. This game is Prologue, and it's free. It's basically like a permanent demo. They even said that they're going to be updating the Prologue. It's wild that this game is free. It's so good. We just got another ability, Starfall. Drops 4 random stars near enemies. Each star deals 26 light damage. We can't use it right now because there's no enemies within range, but once we get a chance to use it, we will show it off. one of the things that I'm very excited to show off to you guys is there's only like 3, well, there's technically 4, but there's 3 normal boss fights in the game right now that I know of. I did actually find a secret boss. That's why I'm saying technically 4. And the boss fights are pretty sick. Even in lower difficulties, they are pretty sick. And the roguelike builds in this are really pretty good too. Like, you can get some wild stuff going on, because one of the aspects of your abilities is that on top of having 2 abilities on every character that is going to be different each time, you'll see that I have 3 slots beneath each ability. And I was kind of hoping we would find one of the things I need for that sometime soon here, but we're not really finding it. We got powerful monsters here. Basically, these are just going to be a little bit stronger than usual. Not too worried. And one of the other things I'll say about this game is that I'm probably only going to be covering one character today, unless we, something weird happens and we die. But each of the characters actually plays so wildly different that at times, and I know everyone says this about games, but I actually mean it legitimately here, is that each character kind of feels like you're playing a different game. I've only played 3 of the 5 characters that are currently available, and there we go, that's what I needed. And all 3 of those characters felt so different. Like, you have a different strategy, you fight bosses differently. This one's obviously my favorite because she is wicked fast. She has 3 dodges and, this parry ability. Okay, so this is I don't know what they call these, but this is, I guess it's an essence, and these are modifiers to your abilities. We can put these on any of our 4 main abilities, and we can switch out the middle ones later, and we can also take these off at any point and put them on other things. This particular one says, upon casting this memory, which is my abilities, fire 2 dust shards that deal dark damage each time you attack an enemy for 5 seconds. So we're going to want to put this on an ability where we're going in and we're able to attack, so we're going to put that on our little dash thing. This is a shop real quick, and we only have 130, so it's money. Stuff is kind of expensive in this game, like 160 plus, so we're going to go to another place first, see if we can get just a little bit more money before we head to the shop. These little runner guys is going to be where I actually really start parrying, because they're annoying. Of course. As I say that, we miss a parry. Of course we miss a parry. That's actually an elite, and I just murdered that elite in about 1.5 seconds. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So whenever you kill an elite and some other things trigger this as well, you also get something called Chaos, which is basically just a straight upgrade for the course of the run. They have different rarities and stuff like that. This particular one is giving me attack speed, attack damage, or quality of essence. I don't really care about quality of essence. To be honest, I don't know what that does. I assume that makes my add-ons stronger in the future. Unfortunately, I am an ability power character, so we're going to take giant strength, but I'm not super happy with those results. Ooh, pressure point. We're actually going to equip pressure point instead of dark spear here. What pressure point does is it releases energy from the palm, dealing 68 damage and pushing back all hit enemies. If you push an enemy with this and they hit a wall, they take an additional 109 damage and are stunned. As a melee character, I'm a fan of this. This right here is going to be the boss. So we're going to hit this merchant, see if we can get any more essences to upgrade our skills. Ooh. I was gonna buy essences, but we're gonna sell Starfall now and buy Chomp. Chomp is my favorite ability in the game, especially for this character. Chomp just says, bite the target enemy, dealing 140 damage and restoring 28 HP. It seems really simple, and we can even chomp the merchant here. You probably don't want to kill him, but we can chomp him, and basically all it does is you just dash to an enemy. You have to be pretty close to them to trigger it, but you dash to an enemy and you bite them. We are heading to an area that's occupied by hunters, which means that we're going to get these special black enemies that are a little bit stronger, and that stuff is going to come down. I will say, it's, especially early on, it's not that big of a deal to fight the hunters, but it does kind of become a battle of attrition of having HP and stuff like that in this game. And the game does get pretty damn hard, even in the lower difficulties. So I would probably not fight the hunters too often. Here's a well where we can spend the blue currency. And this allows us to upgrade our abilities. We can even upgrade our passive, which is something I'll likely be doing in the future. And we can upgrade our essences. On this particular character, I like upgrading my parry because it makes the parry hit more enemies for more damage and reduces the cooldown of it. And then I always upgrade Flash of Dust, which is that little teleport thing that you see me doing. And we have 153, which I don't really think is enough for the merchant, so we're just going to go to the boss. The first boss, despite being the first boss, is not really a pushover. So, yeah. We're gonna concentrate up here, okay? We're gonna concentrate up. That attack right there, whenever he actually glows like that for a moment, means that he is, because this game is multiplayer, he is focusing on you. I think I can actually just walk behind him. I've just recently learned this. I played this melee character so much that I actually went with a long time without knowing that I could just walk behind him whenever he's doing this. We do actually want to get those parries, though, because it's a lot of damage. Ah, I missed the parry. And I said that he was no slouch, but he ended up being a slouch. I just realized that I have that talisman thing, and I never actually activated it. I think I was supposed to do that on this level. It's kind of a thing that'll show up on the map, but anyways, after you kill a boss, you do get a free single level up to any one of your abilities. I think I am going to spend it on my parry, because I've already leveled up my parry, so it's a little bit more expensive. And then we get Stardust, which is the meta currency. If you don't like meta progression, that's okay. I have beaten the game without meta progression, so it is doable. This is a healing thing. We don't really have the most consistent healing, so we're going to go ahead and grab it. Oh, here we go. Someone's calling out to you in this place. This is where we're supposed to go for the talisman. You'll start finding these after you've had a handful of runs, and you'll find these little areas that are just filled with stardust and loot. In fact, we actually got lucky, and there's even a well here. We're going to upgrade our ultimate again. You can kind of just break all these things, and there's this dream teller here. What a beautiful artifact. I wonder what secrets it holds. Would you allow me to read the story of this artifact? And you can give it to them, and they thank you. And they tell you a little bit of a story, some lore for the game, and they give you a bunch of Stardust. So you definitely want to do these whenever you get a chance. I mean, we just got 29. That's actually a lot in this game. I do have enough money to go to the trader, so we're going to go ahead and do that before the hunters move in. Because whenever the hunters do move in, they will even attack you in the trader's area. They won't kill the trader, not that I've seen, but they will make you have to fight for it. Okay, so let's see. Oh, man, I wish I could afford this legendary. That's actually a pretty nice one. The Thunder one. I could afford it if I sold Pressure Point. The Thunder one's so good that I'm actually going to do this. So we're going to buy Flawed Essence of Thunder, which says whenever you cast another memory or use dodge, gain 1 stack of Thunder, up to 6 times. When you cast this memory, consume all stacks of Thunder to call down lightning on nearby enemies, once for each stack. So we're going to put that on our parry, because our parry is going to be the thing that we use the least. And you'll actually see at the bottom of the screen, I'm going to use my mouse for a second. Whenever, you can watch here in a moment, whenever I'm fighting, you'll actually see a number counting up on that actual gem down there. It's not the best UI interface for it, but it's also not something you really need to worry about. You kind of just play and it's going to happen. And if you've ever played games like Path of Exile, you'll probably start recognizing some of these just like gemstone combinations that this game does. So now whenever I use my abilities or dodge, I stack up a whole bunch of stacks, and whenever I parry now, it'll drop a whole bunch of lightning on everyone and do a ton of damage. And there's a lot of cool and pretty crazy stuff like that in this game. And there's some pretty great synergies. And honestly, if you're going to play on anything, even the normal difficulty, you're probably going to need the synergies. Oh, that's something else. We just picked up another Fine Essence of Dusk, and because of that, it automatically leveled up our existing Fine Essence of Dusk to be a higher quality. I will say on hard mode, this boss right here, and the boss at the end of this level it's like a 50% chance on whether I survive him, because he is actually pretty rough, which is why we're playing on normal mode to demonstrate the game. I wouldn't normally, as a channel that loves hard games and shows off hard games, I wouldn't normally do this, and I would show off the game at the difficulty that I find to be the most fun. But if we don't get a good build, then this boss just tends to just murder me. So we're going to grab parry again, and then we're also going to upgrade our Astrid's Masterpiece, because it increases our damage the first 3 times we hit any enemy, and also does some nice things with cooldowns. And that's about it for here. We did another memory fragment, which is nice because we have an open slot. Scatter shot. Fire 5 dark bullets up front. Each bullet does damage and does attack effects. We don't really care too much about scatter shot, to be honest. If I get a chance to get rid of it, I will. I mean, it's a good amount of damage. We just one-shot that thing. I'm just not a fan of it on my melee character here. It's one of the things that's better on one of the mages, for example. Sorry about that. Had a phone call. Nice little parry there. The parry stuns all normal enemies. It doesn't stun bosses, but stuns all normal enemies, which just takes them out of their combo, which honestly, sometimes I do it just to get them out of their combo. Because some of these combos, especially these big dudes, these ice elemental dudes, can be rough, because that ice elemental dude does a little shockwave that goes across the whole map, and it can be quite hard to deal with. Essence of Efficiency gains haste, which is basically faster cooldown. We're going to put that on our parry, because we want our parry to come up as much as possible. Whenever we're fighting bosses, we really just need that parry, especially for the final boss if we get to her today. No promises there, by the way. Like I said, this game gets quite hard. I know I've not been making it seem hard right now, but I've been playing for like the last 9 hours. No joke. Like, I picked up this game today, at the day of the recording, and I haven't really put it down yet. I've liked it that much. It's been a little while since I played a game that much on my first blush at it. That's why I kind of had to just pretty much immediately cover it, because I really just felt like more people need to know about this, and I know other people are covering it too, but I wanted to throw my ring into my hat into the ring, whatever the saying is, I don't know. Because, well, I have a love for it, and I have a love for its difficulty. And if people like seeing this game, I would be willing to at least cover all of the characters once, and maybe even like cover one of the higher difficulties as well. So yeah, if you are liking what you're seeing and you like the idea of me covering more of this, leave a comment in the comments below. I always get that one messed up. Ooh, we have an elite. Hold on, I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. This guy's gonna have some pretty crazy attack speed, but I have some pretty crazy damage right now. I just got kind of lucky with some of my early upgrades here. Let's see. We got ability power, max HP by 120. That's a lot of HP. Or attack. I think I'm gonna take the HP, because I am worried about some not undodgeable, but fairly difficult to dodge attacks coming towards me real soon here. I'm making myself seem way better than I am. It's largely because I've been getting lucky with some upgrades here. I got some really good abilities. That's that streamer luck showing up, right? But you can kind of see how fluid. Ooh, what is this? I've never seen this one before. Legendary Essence. Fine Ember Tail. My attacks ricochet. What? To deal 47 fire damage to a nearby enemy. For each nearby enemy engulfed in flame, this memory's damage and healing are increased by 10%, and its cooldown is reduced 10% faster. Wow. Well, the only thing that heals me is... Oh, wait. Chomp heals too. I could spam Chomp. We're going to put it on Chomp. So that gives me a passive, and it gives me an active. That's kind of wild. Shop is right here, so we're going to go north first to get a little bit more money before going to the shop. You can revisit old squares, but the hunters get closer each time you do that, so I try and be efficient with my movement and not do that whenever possible. Every once in a while, you'll see those big explosions. I don't know what causes them. Sometimes it seems like it's because I've done something cool. Other times, it just seems like, I don't know, maybe I crits or something? I don't know. Shrine of Disintegration. We're going to take that real quick because we have really good healing. This elite guy is going to prove me wrong in a second here. Nope. Maybe Scattershot is better than I'm giving it credit for. I just annihilated that guy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, this time we're going to take the ability power because we do care a lot about our abilities. Every time we hit the Shrine of Disintegration, it's going to give us a little bit of currency. We are about to go to a shop. You know what? Let's hit it again. We can always use a little bit of that to heal later. Ooh. Chomp Plus. That is an upgrade. So we'll go ahead and pick up the Chomp Plus and disassemble the other Chomp. And our gemstones do stay on the slots, not necessarily the ability, so it did stay there. Okay. So now for the merchant, let's see what do we have. Flawed Essence of Direness. The lower my health, the shorter the cooldown of this memory. When my health is below 30%, cooldown is reduced by 51. Wow. Convert my basic attack to dark damage. I think that synergizes with Dusk Shards. Yeah. Whenever this memory deals damage to an enemy of 3 or more stacks of dark, consume all stacks to deal 24 damage and heal 6 per stack. I mean, that's a heal 18. That's not the worst thing in the world. And the last one is you get attack speed whenever you hit things. I actually don't like that one very much. Ooh, Static Discharge is a new ability, though. It's tempting. Just because I've never seen Static Discharge. Hold down the cast key to charge up static. That seems like something better on a mage. We're going to take Flawed Essence of Twilight. And then what do we put it on? Dark damage. I think we'll stack some dark damage on Flash of Dusk. And then we're going to head to the boss. One thing to keep in mind is that there's always a healing shrine before each boss. So it's okay to spend a little bit of HP as long as you have about 20 gold to heal. Okay. Let's see if I can do as well against this boss as I have so far. This guy is trouble. This guy is trouble. This guy has ended many a run for me. He has this little restoring pizza thing. I want to go ahead and parry that. Get out of the way of his bit attack. Chomp him. Okay, here's his slightly bullshit attack. We're going to parry the last one. And he's going to jump in. Going for a chomp. Oh, jeez. Go for another chomp. Okay, he's going to be swinging and swinging and swinging. Let's shoot him. I expected him to do something, so I tried to parry. Oh, there we go. That was really fast. Maybe I should have played on the higher difficulty. I mean, Chomp is doing really well, so let's reward it for keeping us alive. Chomp is just so strong, guys. Especially on melee characters, it is so strong. And we are already at the last level. Runs are pretty quick, which is really nice. Means that whenever you die, you haven't really lost a lot of time. Oof. Starting right here, if I go backwards, I'm basically guaranteed to run into the hunters. The hunters on this level kind of suck. Because the enemies on this level kind of suck. Okay. Trying to take very little damage here. Got another skill upgrade. Okay. For every 5 seconds, this memory's cast is empowered. When an empowered cast hits an enemy for the first time, it drops 3 meteors and deals a bunch of damage. We'll go ahead and put that on Scattershot because I forget to use it. Ooh, a shop. If I go here first, the hunters are probably gonna hit me, so I'm gonna go to the shop. I doubt I can afford anything. Also, I love the look of this area, by the way. It just has this absolutely... I mean, the whole game has this really beautiful aesthetic to it. I can afford something. That's wild. This one sends out charcoal fragments, which are basically like little missiles anytime I hit an enemy, and if it's already burning, they do a bunch more damage. This makes my attacks explode. This gives me movement speed. We're going to take the charcoal fragments because it adds a little bit more damage, and we'll add it to our chomp because we want this one to go off a lot. Actually, hold on. This is a cool little thing. So I'm going to actually go in here, and I'm actually going to grab this and move it over here, which is a really cool thing that you can do. because I just remembered that we can we can use our primary 3 times because it has multiple charges. So we actually want the charcoal fragments on that, and you can see the little fire coming off of me there. I don't have a very synergistic build, but I do have, in Magic the Gathering, we would call this good stuff. We have good stuff. It's not really synergy, it's just good abilities. Maybe we can get some synergy here. Winter Dive. Another ability I've never seen. Clad in the power of winter, leap high into the air and slam down on the designated location, dealing, I'm sorry, you went away, dealing a 283 cold damage to all areas and all enemies in the area and stunning them. Ooh, okay, goodbye Shadow Shot. That's really, really cool. I've never seen that ability. I wonder if I just recently unlocked it or if it's just been rare. That's nice. Took a little bit of damage there, but we still have Chomp keeping us alive. Kill these guys as quickly as possible. They suck. That little green zone you see there is a slow zone from these guys, because whenever they slow you, they then afterwards shoot a laser beam at you. That laser beam does a lot of damage. We're doing really well, so we're going to hit more zones. I'm kind of hoping to get a ton of upgrades here. I timed that wrong. And for the record, I am attacking each time. There's not really an auto attack on the melee characters, but there is an auto attack on the other characters to a degree. Some of the characters have things where it stops you from attacking because you did a... Like, the abilities really... Whenever they say that the game has some MOBA inspiration, the abilities really do remind me of, like, Heroes of the Storm or League of Legends ability sets, like with like this Risk-a-Rainy roguelike twist to everything. It's a really nice set of inspirations, and they do wear their inspirations on their sleeve. And I do mean that in a good way, for the record. Exactly what I wanted. Oh, wow. We're doing a lot of damage with Flash of Dust. I think we're going to upgrade that. We're going to upgrade Chomp. Always upgrade the parry, because it's my favorite ability in the entire game. And I think we're just going to blast the rest into Flash of Dust, because I think it's the vast majority of our damage. And ladies and gentlemen, we are very powerful. This was my first attempt at recording this. This was not set up. I just kind of accidentally into a very powerful run. I think this is possibly the strongest I've ever been in this game. And if you guys are interested in sticking around after I beat the final boss here, I might do a second run with a different character, because this went really well. And that might be hubris, because this final boss, she's a little rough. So we're gonna focus up here. Okay, there's phase 1. We do so much damage right now. It's crazy. She's going to summon some ads, and her attack pattern is going to get a little bit crazier. I do want to kill the ads pretty quickly. There's that V attack. Yep. Gonna fight her. Got a counterattack off on her. Use the dive. Can't tell if the dive has iframes. I assume it does whenever we're like up in the air and shit, right? Kill those, kill those things real quick. Fighter. Okay, phase 3. Whenever phase 3 starts, I strongly suggest standing back here. This killed me the first time. And then she's kind of just sucking things in here. You want to run. I'm going to use this to get away. Okay. The first time I saw this, she had like a very clear indication that she was damageable. So I ran up and grabbed her, and she freaking insta-killed me. Come on, give me a chance to parry you. There we go. I just walked into that. There we go. Wow. Yeah. So there is an endless mode. If you go to somewhere deeper, you'll basically start over at the beginning, and you'll get strong and go through the harder areas. Or you can do the Pure White Deer Dream, which is the end of your run. We're just gonna go ahead and end our run. I like, that was actually the strongest I've ever been in a run. That just kind of happened. So to show off how hard this game actually is, we're gonna switch characters real quick to my other favorite character, who is, she's a little different. She's also a melee character, and we'll explain what she does as we go into the run. And we're going to go up to the difficulty I normally play on. Don't worry, guys. You can probably check the timestamp. This is probably not going to be that long of a run. And if the video is an hour long, then I'm not sorry. Okay, so this chick has this big claw attack. Every time she swipes with a claw, she gets healing. Then she has a weird mechanic. Let me read this to you, okay? Because this is a whole thing. So your main attack unleashes a golden burst forward, dealing light damage to enemies and healing allies for 11 HP. It doesn't heal you. Important note. If the burst hits a single target, its damage or healing is increased by 100%. So it is an AoE. I can show it real quick. It's a little AoE, right? But yeah, you'll see my HP just moved. Upon successful cast, you gain a stack of corrosion for 3.5 seconds and sacrifice 5% of your maximum HP. Each stack of corrosion increases the burst damage and healing by 100%, but also increases the amount sacrificed by 7% per stack. It doesn't tell you here, but you have a max stack amount of 3. And you'll see these little yellow bars underneath my HP on my actual character over there. And then you're wondering, it's like, okay, well, this is a roguelike. You're probably just going to kill yourself. Yes and no. It is MOBA inspired, so of course I have in my kits a way to heal myself. I have my ult. Dangerous Theory. You lunge forward, empowering your net's basic attack. Your net's basic attack becomes an automatic crit, deals 40 additional damage to the target, and knocks them back. It doesn't actually say here, but it also makes it an AoE, and it goes all the way around you. If Dangerous Theory is cast when your turn HP is below 60%, you do double that additional damage. The cooldown is reduced by 25%, and it heals you for 24 for each enemy hit. If it hits a boss, it deals additional damage again and more healing. And then, of course, we heal every time we hit anyone. And that healing on our basic attack does get doubled again. The damage and the healing does get doubled against bosses because you don't have multiple enemies to hit. So this character is going to be spending and healing HP like a yo-yo. As you'll see, I can just burn someone down instantaneously, and I killed them way faster than Mist did. It's kind of wild how fast I can kill people. And then half my HP is gone already. And it's all back now. It's a very dangerous character, which means I love it to death. I absolutely love it. Also, she has a really badass look to her. I really like the, almost like goddess of the mountain druid kind of vibe that she's got going. I actually kind of like almost all their characters, which is very rare for me. Like all of their looks. I normally have issues with someone's design at some point, and this is what I'm talking about. She is a much slower paced character. I almost just killed myself. I don't think you can actually kill yourself with this ability, but you can get yourself down low enough that something kills you for sure. We're gonna watch out here because that jumping spider could kill me, and then get some HP. Okay, I'm less scared now. She also has less dodges, with only 2 dodges. But her dodges are slightly more effective, in my opinion. I don't need to heal with this because I'll just heal with my ultimate. And we will want to find healing items as well, because they obviously synergize with her very well. One of my best runs with her ever actually had healing on the sacrifice ability. And it ended up being kind of silly, because I would actually often heal more than I sacrifice. I'm just going to back away here, because I don't like the situation these guys put me in. Because they do a lot of damage on this difficulty. We're going to be playing a lot. I was about to say a lot more carefully, and then I immediately took a hit. Okay. I think we are going to upgrade my ults, because that gives me more healing and more damage. Oh, I have more money. We'll also upgrade my passive with the idea that hopefully I get a remnant glacial stomp. That's not great. Glacial stomp says you stomp the ground around you, stunning enemies and dealing cold damage, and you gain a shield for 3 seconds for each enemy hit. It kind of looks like this. It's not great because I don't know. The ability's probably fine. I'm just not that big of a fan of it. I mean, it does knock them up in the air, which is pretty cool. I guess it is pretty good setup for my ultimate. I can pretty safely go in whenever I stomp. I can probably go in, stomp, and then do the slash. That seems like a good idea. Let's try that. That just got me hurt. So I was trying to be fancy. And if you see how much I healed there, remember, I heal for each enemy hit when I use my ultimate. So even the little guys, like keeping them alive in order to get healing is pretty smart. Okay, give me something good. Give me something good. Ignite. That's not ideal. Ignite is... Hold on. This actually... The description of this one is not as interesting as what it actually does. So you get 3 charges of it, right? And you can spam them at an enemy, and they explode for a bunch of fire damage. And if they're already on fire, they explode into an AoE and set other things around them on fire. It's a really cool ability. It's actually one of my favorites. Because it's good on everyone, kind of. We only have 32. That's very unfortunate that we found a well with only 32 monies. That was a little dangerous to go down that low. Never punished. Come on, give me something good. Blink. You know what? I'm going to take Blink over Glacial Stomp. What Blink says is that you teleport a short distance and deal fire damage to nearby enemies. Cooldown is reduced for each enemy hit. You just do a little bit of an extra dodge. Having extra dodges seems super good to me because now that we're in the higher difficulties, the bosses are going to kill me nearly instantaneously. Just gonna go ahead and ignite that guy a little bit. Blink over here. Use this to burn everyone down. Blink out. Heal. Ooh, we have a little bit of a fire build going on here, don't we? Very nice. Plus we have the golden fire of Wither. As the newest character, this character does not have alternate abilities yet. But I am going to be very curious to see what her alternate abilities is going to look like because she already has a very cool kit. Guys, this game's a demo. It's basically a demo. It's a prologue. I mean, it's the new age version of a demo. It's wild how good this game is for being a demo. I could easily see myself putting, I don't know, 20, 30 more hours into this. And it's a demo. It's wild, guys. You guys should just go get it. There's going to be a link in the description if you want to pick it up, wishlist it, wishlist the main game. Go pick up the prologue, just play it. It's free. It's free. Let's see, Shatter. Every 10 seconds, the cast will be empowered. We've seen that one before. Deals more damage against enemies with 70% more health if increased. Or more... Sorry. Damage against enemies with 70% or more health is increased by 39%. That's okay. The lacerate thing's pretty good. Trying to see Winter Dive. I'm gonna replace Ignite with Winter Dive because I really liked that and I didn't get a chance to use it very much. I like using my abilities on the merchants just to test them out. He doesn't seem to mind yet. I might get punished by that one day. But you can already kind of see how even this character plays, and it kind of is going to depend on the abilities you do as well. Like, for example, I would actually really like that Dark Spear because the Dark Spear would activate my my passive, which would heal me on hit. I actually just realized I accidentally made a teleport build. I'm fine with this. I do need more healing, though. Oop, that's an elite. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Heal off your minions. Okay. We're just going to spam her? Okay. I knew it was going to do a lot of damage to me, but it was also going to do a lot of damage to her. I did 3 times damage at the end there. We are definitely going to be taking ability power every single time it gets offered to us, because we want to do as much damage as possible. How much does this cost? 15? We're not going to take that. We're not going to take one of those healing shrines until it's like the boss, right? And because we're on a higher difficulty, I am going to check a little bit more of the map instead of just going straight towards... Ooh, I was very low HP there. Right, straight towards our boss. I'm going to let the corruption fall off. And we have our first concept remnant, which is the little bonus things. 10 seconds. So we'll put that on Dangerous Theory, Empowering Dangerous Theory. Well, actually, it says something about light damage. This does light damage, so we should put it on that one. It won't get activated as often, but it'll still be pretty good. Okay, we are going to heal up for the boss. It only costs 15 money, and I know we could heal on the boss, but I'm going to try and be careful here, and we're going to get serious again, and we're going to win. Skip the cutscene. It's the same every time. For now, these bosses are the same each time, but like I said, there is a secret boss. And if we get the opportunity to, I will show off the secret boss. It doesn't happen every time, though. Nope. Shit. These juggle you. And you can kind of get into a juggle fest if you're not careful. Okay, we need some healing. Take it easy for a moment. No, that was risky. Okay. We'll be fine, we'll be fine. You know, having this many dodges is actually kind of amazing. I need to keep this in mind for the future. It's so tempting to just burn him down, but I think that would be greed. That would be greed. There we go. Oh, this character is so stressful sometimes. Okay. Our ultimate is super important in our kit, so we're just trying to upgrade our ultimate. And back to the second level. 43 minutes. I have survived longer than I thought I was going to. It's very likely the second boss is just going to murder me. So let's go here with the intention of going to the shop. We're going to avoid the hunters at all cost. They get pretty bad. Burn that guy down real quick. Only one wolf. We really do need another source of healing, though, other than our ultimate. Well, and our basic attack, obviously. There are a lot of healing gems out there, so I'm just kind of getting unlucky not finding them. I'd also do with that hunger thing, right? That'd be really nice. Chomp. I missed with my ultimate. That's very unfortunate. Okay, what do you got for me? Dark Arbalest. That basically just shoots a little dark blast. It's very good, but we're not going to take it. Let's go here first and then the shop, because I don't think I'm going to have enough money to buy anything. I'd like to get to some, like, ooh, nice little healing there. I like to get to potentially the point where I have like 200 or so. Ooh, got nice little triple hit. And I got knocked up. This is a cool build. I'm just like teleporting around the screen even more than Mist does. Jeez. And on normal non-boss enemies, it does involve a lot of knockups. So I'm pretty safe while I'm doing it too. Decided to just burn them down. It cost me my HP, but that's okay. Okay, we'll hit the shop now, and then we'll start moving towards the boss. I don't have quite 200, but hopefully I can afford something. Okay, let's see. Periodically fires a fireball. That's pretty good. Ooh, gives a memory haste permanently. Number of charges increases. Ooh, that's also very good. We're going to take the haste gem, though, and put that on our ultimate so that our ultimate is just up more often. It's very, very good. It is the largest chunk of healing we have right now, so... Ooh. That was a nice little combo there. Knocked everyone up just long enough to get my ultimate cooldown back. And then still had enough time to get all of them with the ultimate. Don't forget that my first ability, that little wave of fire, is doing double then triple damage. That's why you spend the extra HP, because it does just so much more damage. What is that? Nightmare Catalyst? Oh, it's another one of those little things that I can give to the guy. Okay. Pressure point. Nah, I like the teleports. That's that little punch we had last time that I honestly gave up last time, too. I'm going to head straight to the well, because we have a lot of currency to spend. Jeez, get wrecked. I just hit that man for 280. Yeah. I think we'll upgrade our passive once, and then we'll probably get Golden Burst caught up to our ultimate, and then we'll upgrade our ultimate one more time. I don't know what the limit on upgrading your abilities is. I've not seen it hit a limit yet. Just dove straight into that man's attack. There we go. There we go. Come on, give me some of that heals. Ice Shield is not the answer. Ice Shield just puts a little barrier on you, and then the barrier explodes at the end. We will go to the Archivist, whatever, Dream Teller here, and give them our little shard, and we'll get a bunch of Stardust and some currency. They're also indestructible, by the way, so you can't kill them, despite the fact that they allow you to kill the shopkeeper. I want to go straight to the boss. Let's go to one more region. Kind of hoping. Ooh, Ominous Presence. So that's boss. This one's not too bad. There we go. Oh, just had to practice some dodging there. Well, I'm glad we went to another region. We got a little bit more chaos, which gives us more ability power. That was very good. Very good. Okay, time to face my demons. We have to fight this boss. There's basically no point in healing. We're one ult within range of healing ourselves to full. Okay. His downsword attack is where it gets problematic, because I'm not gonna... I guess I do have 2 teleports, so maybe I just save the teleports when he's getting low. Don't get hit by that. Damn it. Yeah, they actually... They don't just do more damage. They actually use certain attacks more often. At higher difficulties, by the way. Like his little double sword thing. The attack faster, too. Oh, please don't kill me. Okay. We need to get out of these. Have one more dodge. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Fucking hell yes. Okay. We'll use this to move out of that one. Get some heals. Use that to dodge. Use that to dodge. Oh, we're back up to full. We almost got this. Oh, yes. Dodge with the firewalk. Heal back up. In fact, I think I'm going to stop using my damaging skills for a moment. Okay, he's doing that. We can just walk away from him. I completely missed. Okay. Reserve your dodges. Ow. Okay, he's coming in. Use this to dodge out. Heal. Don't get hit by the pizza. Ooh. Okay, he was faster than me. Healed up. Burst him down, burst him down. Oh, greed. The greed was real. Oh, okay. Well, this lowers cooldowns, so we're going to load the cooldown on the Ice Walk, because that's been doing some work for us. I honestly can't believe that we managed to make it to the 3rd level. We're going to heal. I'm scared for my life. Straight to Merchant. Please. 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 Merchant, give me something that heals me. Damage dealt to nearby enemies is increased. That's okay. Damage dealt by this member to bosses and hunters. We're not going to be able to use that. Basically, it gets stronger the more bosses we kill, but getting it on the 3rd level means nothing. Each time you attack, the cooldown of his memory is reduced by 3 seconds. Okay. We'll go ahead and take that and put that on our ultimate. It's not more healing, but it is technically more healing. I've never made it this far with this character. I don't know how well this character handles the amount of attacks that these enemies put out. Normally I start parrying a lot here. Not too bad so far, actually. I think one of the things that's saving me here is just the sheer amount of damage this character does. Very nice. Let's upgrade Blink, Winter Dive, and then spend the rest into my ult. Please give me something nice here. Chipped Essence of Talc. Every time 10 seconds it's empowered. We've seen that before. We'll put that on our dive, I guess, because our dive's always going to be empowered then, because it has a 10-second cooldown. Let's go farther in. I can't believe I'm making it this far on this difficulty. This is actually the farthest I've made it in a handful of runs. Ooh. And that was almost the end. That's a wall. Burn him down. Very nice. Ooh, okay, we got this. Get rid of the little archer guys. They're the ones shooting those little things at me. Okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Let's see, powerful force. That's going to be a boss. We don't have any money for the well. We'll go up here and see if there's maybe a shop or something up north. And we're dead. Yep. Well, that was partly my fault, because right before I did that, I'm not sure if you saw, but I was trying to burn someone down, and then the laser beam came at me at Mach 5. Anyways, yeah. This has been Shape of Dreams, the prologue. Go freaking play it. It's amazing, guys. It is legitimately probably one of the better Let's Tries I've played in a little while. This is up there with some of the other really amazing games that I've played in the last few days that I'm honestly struggling to remember right now, but there's some pretty amazing games coming out right now. You really guys should just check this one out and just believe me that this one is a lot of fun. Anyways, if you guys have enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like, comment if you have any suggestions, and subscribe if you want to see more hard games. Goodbye.